You're very welcome back to a second of the emotions videos for today. And in this video, we're going to look a bit more into labeling and recognizing our emotions. Because as we now know, it is important for us to be able to recognize our emotions so we can manage them better, we can express them more, and we can better express what it is that we ourselves need. And we want to support you making this conscious effort to track and improve your emotional intelligence. And I just want at this point to say, don't be too hung up on whether the emotion is negative or positive. We tend to just accept emotions for what they are. It's an emotion that will pass. You can't say that they're either something that's an attractive emotion, something you're attracted to, or something that you want to avoid. And this is built-in mechanisms to either avoid or be attracted to. So we tend to chase happy, we tend to want to avoid sad. We also will have times where we won't have any idea whatsoever as to why we're feeling the way we're feeling. And this could be just that it's hormonal, it could be chemical imbalance within the body, it could just be lack of sleep, it could even just be hunger. So just bear that in mind and don't start to give yourself a hard time if you can't pinpoint why you're feeling the way you're feeling in that moment. But let's get started with our first exercise. And in this exercise, what we want to do is we want to pick one positive emotion and track that emotion throughout the day. So we're going to use our planner to track that emotion. The emotion I've picked is feeling proud, so pride. And it is good to feel proud about something. It is a nice feeling. It's a sense of achievement. It makes us feel better about ourselves. So we're going to put that into our tracker. And then what we're going to do is, I'm just going to hashtag it as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at why we're feeling that way. And sometimes it's a very obvious activating event. So somebody perhaps gave us a compliment or we did something. So we helped somebody out and that made us feel proud. And just notice where in your body you're feeling that. So where are you feeling pride? For example, I can feel myself sitting up straighter. So I'm feeling a little bit taller. So you'll notice things in your body when you associate them with a feeling or emotion. And if this happens again throughout the day, you put it in again and you put in why you're feeling that way and where it is in your body you feel it. So every time you feel it, you just make a note of it. And it could be just the memory of it that I did that and that was nice and I feel like that. Just track that, just put it in. And at the end of the day, what you need to do then is just to remind yourself of how that feeling was. And then, you can record those feelings overall in your daily reflections. You can keep those reflections to yourself, or if you're doing this as part of a group or a class, you can share them with the tutor. The next exercise we're going to do is the why exercise. So we very often just have an emotion and don't worry about it, don't think about it, don't even give it a thought. But what we need to want to do now is to try and understand why we're feeling the way we're feeling, to see if a pattern emerges and to make us more aware of our own feelings. So if you do the Clanbeat daily check-ins for just 1 week, and you can decide whether you want to do this in the morning or in the evening, but write in your personal reflections why it is you are feeling a particular way. So it may seem a little bit strange at first, it may seem like a bit of work, but it is worth the effort because what you're doing is you're raising your emotional awareness, you're increasing your emotional intelligence, and you're making yourself a little bit more aware of patterns that might be happening. So perhaps you'll notice you're not getting enough sleep and that's affecting your mood. Perhaps you'll notice being with certain people makes you feel happy. And you'll gravitate towards them a bit more and spend more time in their company and less time in the company of people who don't. So enjoy these exercises, stay tuned, and we'll go into reflections on our next set of videos, and we can look a little bit more into them. But until then, thanks for joining us and go easy.